welcome to Just a Gun Guy. And I'm telling you, I'm so excited right now, I can't hardly contain myself. Because today, after a long time of waiting for this gun to get back to Joe from Johnny Glock's, I finally got a destroyer. It's strapped to my chest. This is a Glock 40 that has been absolutely 100%. I mean, there's not anything on this gun that has not been touched. This is the 10mm destroyer, and I'm telling you, I shot it just a little bit. I actually kind of sighted in it a little bit with Joe. I have tweaked it just a little bit here at the house, kind of to my liking, just so I can hit with it pretty good. I've only shot maybe 15 rounds through it, probably about 20 rounds through it. So not a whole lot, just kind of shot it a little bit here at the house, just to kind of get used to it a little bit. But let's go ahead and just take a look at this gun, okay? Let's get up close on it, because I want you guys to see this. See all these serrations and all this milling work that's been done on this slide? I mean, it is absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. It is so grippy. I mean, it is so grippy. You can just grab a hold of this thing and rack it, rack it, rack it. I mean, it is super grippy. First thing you're going to notice, and you probably already noticed it, is this huge, huge Carver custom comp that's on the end of this thing. My whole life, you know, I've seen these comps on guns, and I'm telling you, sometimes I just don't like the way they look, and I'm not really quite sure if they function. But after shooting a standard Glock 40, and I did do that, that video is on Facebook. You guys need to go check that out. But after shooting, bless you. Sorry. So after shooting the standard Glock 40 and then shooting this gun with the comp, my 100% opinion is this thing shoots like a 380. I mean, that is exactly how it shoots. It has very, very low recoil because it's so heavy. I mean, you got that light. The light itself, Joe just threw this on there when I left the shop. I'm not quite sure if this light is going to go on there or not for the customer. He said that when he does the lights, they get the full Cerakote job too as well. So I'm not quite sure if he has one. He's just working on it, and he's putting this on, and he's going to put it on there once I bring it back to him or not. But this is just a stock one. And if you watch, I did a review that Joe, a gun review for Joe with the Glock 19. I can't remember what the exact name of that one was. There was a name for it he had, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But that gun also had the light on it, and it looked like it just blended just straight in with this gun. I mean, it looked fantastic. Okay, so back to the gun. Got the comp, low recoil, serrations everywhere. Got the really cool BPR Spartan logo, which I think is really, really cool. If you guys can see that, try and get it focused. Okay, so we got that. All right, it has a KKM precision barrel, and this thing is super flat out accurate with this barrel in there. The whole grip or the frame of this gun, everything has been touched. Everything. This is all hand stippling that has been done. So it's been hand stippled here, hand stippled here, here. Trigger guard's been undercut all over in here, and that just helps. That just helps with the gun. I mean, it really does help with the grip of the gun. This thing is not moving in your hands. I like the stippling on this side because it does give me a place I can rest my thumb when I'm shooting, so I don't have to kind of guess is where I'm going to set it. I mean, it's there. That's where it goes. Does have a Trijicon RMR on top of the gun. So the really cool thing about this Trijicon RMR, no battery. No battery whatsoever. So you never have to worry about changing the battery at night. This is tritium filled, which tritium is the same stuff that runs night sights. So if you have night sights on any of your firearms, that's what's inside this, and that's what makes it run. Also during the day, it runs off sunlight. So off sunlight, that's what puts the dot in there. And I'll see if you guys can see it in there. You can see a little orange dot, and I'll let her move the camera so you guys can see it. So you see that in there? So that's what you're aiming at. And I'm telling you, I shot this gun from 50 last night. I shot probably 10 rounds from 50. I was still trying to sight it in a little bit. 8 of 10 of those shots rang steel from 50. It's like literally shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, it's cheating. It is cheating. So Joe markets this as a deer hunting gun, or it doesn't have to be deer. I mean, 10 millimeter is powerful enough. You could take down a bear. Don't know if I'd necessarily want to take down a bear with a handgun, but it will do it. The round will do it. I'm just kind of a chicken like that. But it'll take down pretty much any game in North America, but he markets it as a deer hunting gun. From 50, I have not shot it from 100, but from 50 to 100 yards, if it's brown, it's down. I guarantee you that. I mean, I see no problems whatsoever with this gun being able to take down a deer at 50 to 100 yards and actually put a really good shot placement on it. There's no sights on it, so I asked Joe about that. No front sight, no rear sight. And he kind of made a good point. You know, they're just going to get in the way with the RMR there. It's not like you're going to have like a silencer on the end of this thing or anything like that. You got the comp. So, I mean, the sights are just basically in the way if you put them on there. And I agree with that. You know what I mean? If you have the RMR and you're never going to have to change a battery in it or anything like that, it's a pretty good option not to have the sights on there at all. Let's see, what am I missing? Okay, so internally, and Joe had a hard time breaking this thing down, and I had a harder time breaking this thing down. I wish I could take it apart so you guys could see the inside of this thing, because every part that is metal, every part has been polished insane amount. I mean, it is buttery smooth. Everything you touch is absolutely smooth as butter as far as the polishing goes on this handgun. The trigger itself, so let's get to look at the trigger. The trigger itself, let's drop the mag, and for anybody wondering if this thing's been, it is empty. I checked it before we shot the video. So gun was empty. Okay, so back to the trigger. So this trigger was sent to Johnny Glocks, and that's the name of the company, is Johnny Glocks, and he did what's called the Swiss watch treatment. So Swiss watch treatment, what that is send it back in, and this trigger is absolutely insane. So let's just take a look at this real quick. So you get a nice little squeeze. Okay, we're at the wall. You see that break? I mean, it is insane. Watch this reset. Watch it kick my finger out. Let off just a little bit and snap, and then I mean, it went off again. I don't know what it's at. I'm gonna do a trigger pull gauge here in just a second, but the reset, oh, see that? Slide didn't go back. Comps are already working. So, reset. So, it did that, and I'm going to explain that. So, you were seeing it just a second ago. It stopped. Kind of like, didn't go all the way back in the battery. The barrel didn't lock back up. Joe almost didn't let me take this gun. And the reason why is he was having a hard time. The stock spring, recoil spring that went into this gun, when he used it, he shot the gun and the slide didn't move. So the comp worked so well that, and the compensator is supposed to help with recoil, if anybody doesn't know that. So he shot it with a stock recoil spring, so you squeeze the trigger, and that's what it did. It didn't move. It didn't do nothing. So he had to toy with different pound springs. Think we got it right. I believe it has a 14-pound recoil spring in it. I'm not sure what the stock spring is, but that's what's in there now. So trigger pull, let's get back to that. I have my gauge. These sweat bees are crazy. Okay, trigger pull. We're gonna set it right in the center of the bow. So 3 pounds, 11 ounces. Three pounds, 11 ounce, that's insane. That was the exact same weight. I mean, that is, talk about consistency. See if it does it again. 3 pounds, 15 ounces. So a little bit over a 3.5 pound trigger, which is really good, really good. I thought Joe said that it was supposed to have a 1.5 pound trigger. I may have misunderstood him. That's what he said. I think that's what he said. I may have misunderstood him. But it is pulling right about 3.11 ounces, somewhere right in there. So that's pretty good. I do have Joe's brochure here where he talks about the gun. And let's find it here. So this is his brochure. If you go in the shop, you can pick one of these up. It's got all his different pricing and everything in there for everything he does. I hope you guys can hear me because there's a big tractor running right there. Okay, so the BPR 10 mil destroyer, base price $4,350. So that's how much his handgun costs, $4,350. With the holster that I got right now, I think this is the only holster that he has. This is a chest holster. I think this is his personal holster. This is a $300 holster. So with the gun and the holster, you're pushing $5,000. But I'll read what he said about the 10 mil destroyer in his brochure. It says, "I will not be found in the woods without my 10 mil destroyer. This is a purpose-built weapon made with only the best components intended for its purpose. If you're looking for the ultimate in stopping power, reliability, and performance in hunting/fighting handgun, the BPR 10 mil destroyer is for you. Like all BPR products, it comes to you sighted into perfection and ready to do work." And I'm telling you, it's insane. So we are going to shoot it, but I got a tractor over here to my right hand side, so I'm going to let the tractor get finished and bush hogging his field over here, and then we'll be back. So when we come back, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot the steel, and then when we shoot the steel, we're going to do just an accuracy test from 10 yards, and then we're going to start going distance. And then I'm going to try and do something that I've never even attempted before with this handgun. I'm going to try it. We'll see if it works. So stay tuned, and we'll be back as soon as my neighbor's done bush hogging his field. All right, guys, we're back. Tractor's done. Getting ready to shoot the steel. I got 16 rounds in here. 6 steel targets, 10 slow fire. You'll notice that I have a piece of blue painter's tape on top of this. That's a tip Joe showed me. So when you do that, it actually dulls the brightness, or it makes the RML or dot smaller. So I'm trying to shoot small groups, stuff like that, put tape on it, it'll make it a lot smaller. So 6 rounds, 10 yards. Let's see if I can hit all of them. I better be able to. Six rounds, pretty much all dead center. Got 10 rounds left. Let's go ahead and do a 10-yard splatter target. We'll aim dead center. See what kind of accuracy we can get. Actually, let's go 7 yards. So we're at 10. So let's go 7, because 7 is kind of the standard for all pistols, even the ones that can shoot 100 yards. So 7 yards, accuracy test. Pulled that one. Ten rounds. See what we got. Pulled one. And I was pretty much punching the same hole. Let's see how many we can count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I count 8. 2 more bullets in there you can't see. That's pretty daggone good. I mean, that is really daggone good. Minus this guy, which I always have a flyer. Gonna happen. So now I'm gonna go reload, and we're gonna cut. I'm gonna reload, and I'm just going straight to 50. So we'll go straight to 50 and we'll see what we can do. All right, everybody, we're at 50. Let's see how many times we can ring that 12-inch steel plate. So that was 15 rounds. I think I missed 3 times on that. The first one, pulled it, of course. After that, they were just misses on me. So 12 out of 15 shots was on 12-inch steel at 50 yards. Think if that was a deer. So if that's a deer, dead. Definitely dead. I love this gun. Absolutely, absolutely love this gun. With that RMR on there, I'm telling you, it's too easy. That's 50 yards. So anybody that shoots a handgun recreationally, 50 yards, that's a good poke with a handgun. So to be able to nail 12 out of 15 shots at 50 is very, very impressive to me. So now I'm gonna go to 100. And I don't know that I'll hit 12 out of 15, but I'm hoping to hit a couple. So we're gonna cut, I'm gonna go to 100, and we'll see what we can do. All right, guys, we're at 100. I gotta admit, I'm a little nervous. Just took a few practice shots just to kind of see where I got a hold, and I rang it like 3 times in a row. So I just jinxed myself. I probably won't hit it at all now. 100 yards, BPR, 10 mil destroyer. See if we can hit it. Whew, we are out. I don't know how many I hit. I have to go back to the video and see, but holy crap, I love this gun. I'm telling you, I feel like I got a high right now. I really do got a high. It's really weird. So 100 yards, I'd say I had 15 rounds, 16 rounds. I had 16 rounds. I'm saying I hit 9, 10. That is insane. So if we're with a little bit more practice with this gun, if I was gonna make this my hunting rig, so a little bit more practice at 100 yards, 12-inch steel, 12-inch diameter kill spot on a deer, coyote, elk, buffalo, I don't know what you're hunting, whatever you're hunting, it's down. And it's a 10 millimeter. So, I mean, you're talking extreme speed, extreme penetration. It's absolutely insane. So now, I'm going to go try and do something that I'm not even going to say it on video yet. I got to say it on video now because you guys are going to see this. So, I like shooting golf balls. Smaller the better. Aim small, miss small. I'm going to start at 10 and I'm going to work my way back. My goal is to hit a golf ball at 50 yards with this thing. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I can hold still long enough to try and see one. I do know that the RMR dot is going to be bigger than the golf ball itself, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Let's go try it. All right, everybody. This is going to be really hard. I've shot golf balls a lot, never past 20 yards. So if I'm going to hit a golf ball from 50, this is the one that's going to hit it from 50. I have 31 rounds. So if I don't hit 50, 31 rounds or 40 or 30 or 20, that's it. We're done. So 10 yards, I got 5 golf balls. one for each yardage. So going left or right. So first one is all the way on the left, 10 yards. All right, well, that one's out of the way. Let's go to 20. That was pretty cool. String didn't snap, just took off spinning. So I missed from 10, so that tells you how hard this is, because I just hit from 100, so. All right, 20 yards. That golf ball's gone. Let's go to 30. I'm telling you, I'm gonna wind up selling like 5 guns to buy this thing. All right, 30 yards. We're gonna start missing here. If we don't, I'll be shocked. Oh, nicked it. Nicking it, man, I want to hit it. I don't want to nick it. We're counting the nick. We're counting the nick. We nicked it. Nicked it's good enough. A golf ball, for anybody who wants to know, is exactly 1.53 inches across. So if you're curious, I'm trying to hit a 1.53 inch target. So we nicked that one. We're gonna go for the golf ball in the center. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go waste every bit of ammo I got left in this new magazine trying to hit that one from 40. Oh man, such a hard shot. I mean, such a hard shot. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo! 40 yards, I'll take it. Yeah, man. Oh. If I hit for 50. Oh, okay. All right. 50 yards. Golf ball.
You nicked it.
I definitely just nicked that.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Now it's swinging. Tell you what, let's go to the one to the left because it ain't swinging. So the 30-yard ball, that's one we'll go after. We nicked that one. We nicked 50, so we hit from 50. But I really want to hit from 50. I mean, I want that thing to spin. How many rounds I got left? 8 rounds. 8 rounds to hit from 50, not nick.
Nicked it.
We're out. I nicked twice from 50, hit 40. I mean, holy crap. Let's hit a golf ball from 50. I don't care what anybody says, a nick is a hit. 1.53 inches, a nick is a hit. So we're gonna go up. I wanna look at the golf balls. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna look at the golf balls, and then I'm gonna give my final thoughts on the gun. So let's walk up here, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, here's the golf balls. 10 yards, entry hole, exit hole. Golf balls look kind of cool inside, really. So there's the entry hole.
Let me focus it.
Entry, exit. That's 10 yards. The 20-yard ball, I hit it so hard that it literally flew off the screw that it was attached to. So it's way over there, and we're not going to get it. 30-yard ball. So this was the one that I nicked. So I think my first nick, I say it was the ball, but as you can see, I didn't touch the ball. I think the first time I shot, I nicked it right there on the wire. You could see where the bullet grazed it, okay? And then the 50-yard shot, thought I hit it. It actually hit right there. So I was all over it. Never did hit it at 50. I can't say that I hit from 50. I mean, I really want to, but I just nicked it, okay? And this would be the 40 yard. Entry hole, exit hole. Pretty cool, pretty cool. 50 yard. So this is the first one, and you see where I nicked it here. I mean, I almost cut the rope. So really, really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you my final thoughts on this. So big question on everybody's mind, I'm sure everybody's wanting to know, is this gun worth $4,400? Oh man, in my opinion, yes. I'm a gun guy. I mean, I absolutely love firearms. I've shot from 100 before, but it usually takes me 8 to 10 shots. Well, say 5 to 10 shots to get to where I'm hitting steel at 100 with just a normal handgun. This 10 millimeter with the RMR, I mean, I was flat out destroying that steel target at 100 yards. And I pretty much hit a golf ball at 50. I mean, you're talking I was maybe an inch off, and a golf ball is 1.53 or 5.6 inches. That's insane. So in my opinion, yes, the BPR 10 mil destroyer, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to say that because $4,400 is an insane amount of money for a firearm. I mean, absolutely insane. But if you're in the market for a handgun that will flat out shoot and will take down anything in North America, and I mean anything, bear, anything, this is it for a handgun. I mean, I don't know how you get much better. 100 yards, 12-inch steel, ringing it like crazy. There's not much more to say. That speaks for itself. It really does. If you are interested in one of these, you need to contact Joe Bell at Bell Precision Rifles. Joe's a really good friend of mine, and he's helped me out immensely. He let me bring almost a $5,000 handgun to my house to shoot, to test, to do a review, to bring it to you guys, the viewers, and hopefully bring him some more customers. So if this is something you're interested in, if you're watching this, Bell Precision Rifles out of Milroy, Indiana. I mean, this is superb. Absolutely superb. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Had a lot of fun shooting this thing. I mean, a lot of fun shooting this thing. Like the page, share the video. So I'm not sure if I'm going to post this directly to Facebook or YouTube. I'm thinking about doing a Facebook only, just because it will help promote Joe's channel more. So that's something I really think I want to do. Rather than promote my my YouTube channel, I think I'm going to put this on Facebook to help promote Joe. That way I can tag him in it and he can share it. So be on the lookout for it on Facebook. It'll be shared all over the place. God bless you, and God bless America.